He showed skill in going for that leg trip, said narrow Victor Hakuho, but not enough to beat my skill and experience. It was a typically bullish assessment from a man obsessed with projecting strength, but according to 2 recent books on him, hardly the full picture. According to his personal trainer Tomonari Oba, in The Workings of Hakuho's Brain, the winning process for this specific match would have begun the evening before. Whereas most fighters begin to focus on the morning of a bout, and some, like Shodai, don't even wish to know who they're fighting, Hakuho insists that his match day starts at 6 PM the previous day, to gain that extra evening of preparation. He therefore would have spent Saturday night scanning video of Meisei's recent bouts for any extra info his supercomputer sumo brain somehow lacked. Then worked out his ideal tachiai while resting on his futon. Next to that futon, writes Takezo Asada in the Hakuho story, is an iPad filled with footage of his own tachiais, mostly the better ones. After a good night's sleep in a position designed not to put pressure on injured limbs, he would have practiced his chosen tachiai on the Toyota Sports Center dohyo, ordering his attendant to simulate Meisei's presumed response. His body attuned to the required movements, his brain would have filed the strategy away, ready for instant access after an hour or so to focus on his ring ceremony. Then, in the changing rooms prior to the bout, he would have gone through his tachiai again, a physical walkthrough. Once at ringside, according to Oba, he would have watched the first bout purely for enjoyment and relaxation, then converted to warrior mode the moment it ended. Here, upon returning to his seat post-ladle duty, he sharpens his concentration in the usual way, by picking one of the many dohyo cracks upon which to focus his gaze. Also in his mind are 3 possible match scenarios based on Meisei's tachiai reaction, and the relevant counter-moves. We are told he will still pay attention to the Terunofuji bout, as it's a ringside wrestler's duty to alert the judges to things they've missed. But once that's over, Meisei can be sure he's the center of at least one person's world. In terms of both physical and mental impact, Oba compares the tachiai to a traffic collision, with both wrestler and anguished driver seeing things in slow motion. If Hakuho's senses are at their sharpest, not only the tachiai, but everything Meisei does will be seen in slow motion. The only question is, can his aging, injured body keep up with his brain? Just! But the NHK pundit's verdict is unanimous. He was pushed to the absolute limit by a man who's won 44 fewer titles. Yes, the body has weakened, even Oba concedes. But the winning processes and habits remain unchanged. And so long as Hakuho has them, he's capable.